Well, the skies are clear, the sun is out, but don't be deceived. There's a big-time nip in the air on this crisp autumn day at Lincoln Financial Field. Today, two NFC clubs going head-to-head, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared. Physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill, maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
Here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Led his team to one of the best regular seasons in the NFL last season, but really elevated his play during the postseason, and once again was a monster in the Super Bowl. He's led his team to at least 11 wins in each of the last 3 seasons. He didn't expect this year to be any different. It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
On second down, here's the option. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Here's Hurts to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Eagles, first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Well, he's going to go for it all. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
So on 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
Had an up-and-down rookie season, but at times definitely showed exactly why he was so highly regarded coming out of college. Threw for 20 touchdowns as a rookie, but expects to take a massive leap with his new head coach, Ben Johnson, calling plays and designing the offense.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. To throw is Bajan. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Bajan. He's got the connection to Moore. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Ooh, the juke. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Over the middle, it's complete. That'll give them 8 that time. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And out across midfield down to the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 8. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. He'll try and do this himself. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Decent gain on the scramble is 6, but now it's 4th.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
They'll run with Barkley. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw, it's Williams. And that one too wide and incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. To throw, Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a 1st down.
That's good for a Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's 2nd and 3. Play action. Now Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. They'll send the tight end in motion. On play action, here's Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
It's a gain of 20. That's another Bears 1st down. It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Chicago.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's Williams. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. On is Santos for the Bears field goal. This will be a 34-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Well, they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
2nd and 4. At the 32-yard line.
2nd down and 4. Going right back to Dodson. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
1st down.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. Down right around the 25. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. From the 25 on 2nd down. Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And that is incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing is Williams. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To the air, Williams. Pass caught by Burden. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2.
But it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They bring the pressure and, a very short kick. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in the air an extra count or 2, hoping someone comes into contact.
Williams going to look to throw again. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Complete to number 15, Will Ogunze. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run here with Swift. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Williams. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Defense.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Back to the running game with Swift. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. DeAndre Swift. A 9-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And it's up and good to make the score 13-3. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls get through goalposts.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. This will be caught once again by Brown. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down as he gets this up past the 40. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Back to throw now on first down. Man open left side is Brown. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. As Smith in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Barkley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Hurts to throw. Over the middle to Smith. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. To Barkley on the check down. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
3 yards.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Hurts sets up to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6.
Eagles 6.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
Looking to throw is Williams. A pass complete to Odunze. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
That's good for a Bears 1st down. It's a gain of 25 yards.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
57 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards, good enough for a first. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
1st down, Chicago.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Yards on the play.
The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. And a quick throw there is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. To throw, Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On is Santos for the Bears field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. Santos' kick is up and through, and that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So that's 3 field goals for him now, but heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
Seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to at my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
Oh, nice move. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Hurts. Got him in. It's Brown. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. The Bears offense and running back DeAndre Swift headed back onto the field. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. 72 yards on the ground here for Swift, and he's got a first down as well.
That's good for a Bears first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down in defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now Williams, a final shot before break. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3.
Jake Elliott
set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw, it's Williams. And his throw here's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Williams. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 55 yards.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will have the Bears first down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it move forward and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. They'll go play action here with Williams. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a toss play right to Swift. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
1st and goal, Chicago.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Throwing is Williams. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
To the air, Williams. And it's caught. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
A couple extra tight ends are in. 3rd and goal from the 1. Look at this, a tight end carry. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer 3rd, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
2nd and 2.
Now Hurts on the option right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
And that's the kind of play this
line.
offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Up the middle with Barkley. Boy, shifts past him. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, give him credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stuff the run and then executed.
2nd and 9. Play action. Here's Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw here. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
That's another Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
It's complete on the bubble screen. Brad Smith. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bears' 45-yard line.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Barkley, inside handoff. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and
the 4-3 defense there did its job, funneled things right to the middle linebacker.
If they do a nice job of playing team defense, everyone takes care of their responsibilities. That allows that guy in the middle to do his job, which is search and destroy.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A nice little juke. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They work now on 2nd and 9. They go play action with Hurts. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush. Well, this offense has already been forced to settle for field goals on their drives earlier, so this is not a welcome sign here.
Indeed, it is not, and they certainly hope it's not a sign for the entire game because they know they've got to be able to sustain drives all the way through. Pick up those guys rushing the quarterback and give himself a chance.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence
that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This from 54 yards away. Looked like an issue there on the snap, and everything has to be right from this distance. But that one, no good. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead. So a very long drive, play after play, gets him down the field. But wouldn't you know, it winds up yielding nothing.
And over on the sideline, you've got a kicker who feels worse about it than anyone. There's nothing you hate more than seeing the look on your linemen's faces after all their hard work getting you in position.
The lonesome kicker looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
To Rome Odunze. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Eagles' 48-yard line.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. First down, and they go with Swift again. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Once again, it's Swift. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Running is Monangai. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Reed Blankenship delivering the hit.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6. Swift going to try up the middle. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
Swift. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Swift again, and this time he'll get in. Touchdown, Bears.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Santos now to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
A gain of 24 more yards. That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A little bit of a breakdown there defensively, and the RPO turns into a big chunk play.
And when you think about running offense, the word comes to mind, assignment. Right? Because you have to carry those out. But you have to play assignment football on defense, too, against a team that runs these RPOs because everyone has to be in the right place. Who's got the quarterback? Who's got the running back? Who's covering the receivers? This one worked quite well on that play.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout. And all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Bears are going to get it back here just past the 35. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and saying, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early,
and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Onto the field now come the Bears. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Here's a handoff to Swift. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go. Here's Williams. And this is caught. He hits more. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. From the gun, here's Swift. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
This is 2nd and 8. Play action. Now Williams. His throw incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Looking to throw is Williams. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
A 43-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And they will score. Pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, and they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
Santos with the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Hurts now, hoping to make up for that pick 6. This will be caught by Brown. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up second down.
6-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he claps down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the 2nd level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
And an Eagle.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Philly.